Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and it is all decked out in garland. Thank you so much to that to the kind gentleman. I forgot what your name is, but in the Harry Potter video, he in fact informed me that it is indeed garland that is all over the place. And look at that, there's garland everywhere. Oh my God, it's Christmas, Christmas. Oh, I'm loving it. I love it so much, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. It's like Santa threw up all over the place. Speaking of Santa, he's right up there. What the actual heck? They're even playing Christmas music down here as well.
I can't imagine.
It is amazing. But the Chinese theater is all blacked out. There's no lights on the Chinese theater. It's gone dark. But this is incredible. Look at this. The dancing minis, the mini ornaments. That is so cool. We're on our way to Sunset Boulevard to see if we can check in for the annual pass holder. Do you see what I am seeing? There is a giant Christmas tree over there, and I see colorful balls. Woo, we're gonna hopefully get down there as soon as possible, but I gotta check in first. All right, so apparently the wristbands were first come, first serve earlier in the day. I did not know that. I was under the assumption that annual pass holders could just walk in and we could, you know, go into the event. That was stupid of me. But good news is, got our wristband, had to go back to guest relations to get it, and we're gonna do a little bit of exploring before the park closes and the event starts at 8:30. Look at that. That is pretty. Bing, little star on top. This is the tree that used to be out in the very front of the park before you walk in, and they have since moved it out here to the middle of Echo Lake. Got some ornaments over there. And then we have ornaments all along the water. And look at that, even Gertie has a hat on. I think that's the dinosaur's name, I think it's Gertie. But yeah, it's got a little hat on, it's got a little ornament hanging from its mouth. But look at that. Oh my gosh, look. Look over there. It's reindeer. Got a little reindeer out there. I feel like this Santa wants me to buy a Coke. But I don't drink soda. Not today, sir. And then we come on down Hollywood Boulevard, or no, who am I talking about? This is Sunset Boulevard. We're coming down Sunset Boulevard, where everything is supposed to happen. And you can already tell the projectors are on for the tower. Those are not its normal lights. Woo boy, this is gonna be awesome. So like I said in my last Hollywood Studios video, the screen is displaying Happy Holidays. And they have another screen down there. That's an electronic screen for Fantasmic. I'm sure that's going to be displaying stuff as well. And then come up over here and Tower of Terror is already lit up in the projections. Not the Christmas ones, but it's just, you know, being mapped on right now. The projections on the tower look really good. Like, it's very seamless. Like in video, you can't really tell that it's a projection. But in person, I mean, like, you can tell it's a projection, but it looks really, really good. Like, those aren't the normal lights that are on the tower. I'm excited. All right, we're getting closer to time now. People are starting to line up on Sunset Boulevard, and we have all of our bigger YouTubers over here who've got their big rig camera set up. Meanwhile, I'm over here with a point and shoot on a little grip. I feel so inferior with my camera, but small YouTube problems.
Joyful gatherings at Christmas time are a gift you can give all year. Joyous tidings to you.
snowing.
Hey, howdy, hey, and happy holidays.
All those toys you get for Christmas, treat them nice.
There it is. Alright, so it looks like what they do is that every 5 minutes or so, they'll do a new projection thing onto the tower. They'll leave it there, it'll do its thing like it's doing right now, and then they'll turn the snow machines on down on Sunset Boulevard. And I'm choking on snow. They have a little too much much snow out here on Sunset Boulevard. It looks very pretty, but there's a little too much snow to the point where I'm breathing it in. Goodness, it's a flippin' gingerbread house. I like this one. I like this. This is actually pretty cool. I know I had my doubts with, you know, Tower of Terror being something so fruity, but this is actually pretty cool.
my associate's Ben. We're going door to door looking for family traditions. Happy, merry, holly, jolly season's greetings here. I'm wondering what your family does at that time of year. Love and joy and peace on earth and tidings of good cheer. Do you have tradition things for that time of year?
Well, we hang up boughs of evergreen on every single doorway.
Bake a giant cookie in the wavy shape of Norway.
Go from door to door while singing with our choir.
Hang up all your giant signs above and open fire. That sounds safe. So happy, merry, Yuletide carol, faithful friends are dear. Thanks for sharing what you do at that time of year.
I suddenly remember why you Northerners hate snow. It's everywhere. Okay, it looks like we've done a full loop. I don't know if there's any different ones other than the ones that we saw, but the ones that I showed you, those were all the ones that played.
Joyous tidings to you.
Also, it looks like we were right. The lights on the stars correspond to the music that's playing. On the next playthrough, I'm going to see if I can turn around and show you guys the rest of Sunset Boulevard while it's going on. But yeah, I think we might have done the full loop. And to end out my night, I might as well get a quick ride on Rock and Roller Coaster since it is included. I don't know why the camera's blurry right now. There we go, it corrected itself. But yeah, Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster are included in this little annual pass holder preview that we got. So, I mean, might as well. We've got the gingerbread tower over there. And the attraction's basically a walk-on. It's definitely an interesting sight. Once I get home, I'll do a little bit of a review. It's been a while since I've been into the standby line.
Hey music lovers, welcome to G-Force Records. Just so you know what's rocking here.
Okay. I didn't know.
No, you're good. Come
You
on
guys
in.
must be having fun.
So much fun. I cannot contain my excitement.
Hey, when I was a cast member, I always loved Dead Times, so I totally understand.
Chris, can you grab my blacklist, Paul?
Wow, we're just bypassing the pre-show. I'm just going straight on. Yo, this is actually really cool. This is really cool, I should say. Wow. This is awesome. Look at that. They have a whole train to themselves. I want to see if I can get a whole train to myself. I gotta get a whole train to myself. Yeah, I basically had the whole car to myself. Take one last look at the Tower of Terror with all the projections on it. It turns into the Hollywood Toy Hotel. As I'm leaving the Rock and Roller Coaster area, we have a few water art designs here on the ground. That's very nice. I like little things like this in the parks. Okay, so it's been a few days since I've seen Sunset Season's Greetings over at Hollywood Studios, and I've had a little bit of time to process what I saw from that night and gave myself a little bit of time to think about how I felt overall about that holiday experience over at Hollywood Studios. And I gotta say, it's better than I expected. It's not spectacular. Like, I wouldn't call it a nighttime spectacular, which they're not calling it a nighttime spectacular. It's nothing spectacular by any means, but it's really, really good. It's really, really good. I highly recommend that you guys go and see it. So basically what it was is we got there and the event started at 8:30. It started a little bit early, but we were all standing around on Sunset Boulevard facing the tower, and at 8:30 is when they started doing the projections. The music came on, it was really loud. The screens that were on Sunset Boulevard, they started changing. They started doing the projections on the tower, and the very first one that we saw was Mickey's Christmas Carol. So that was the very first projection that we got, and the whole thing, you can see in the video, it lasted about 2 or 3 minutes total, including the video and the projections put together. And all of them are like that. They're about 2 to 3 minutes long, video and projection together. And once the video and projection thing concluded, once all the designs and stuff on the tower concluded, the tower stayed in that design for about 4 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. Some of them, it felt like a little bit shorter than that. But for three to 5 minutes, the design on the tower stayed as it was. And when everything was said and done, the snow machine started going, and Lord knows there was so much snow on Sunset Boulevard. It was snowing a lot, and I was saying on Twitter and in my video, it's actually too much. I actually started breathing in the snow, and I started coughing like crazy. So there's a little too much snow. I think they need to tweak that a little bit, but overall, the snow is a really nice touch. So, like I said, the first one that we saw was Mickey's A Christmas Carol. The second one that came on through was, I believe, the Toy Story one, and that's the one where, and the finished product was the Hollywood Toy Hotel. That's the concept picture that we saw a few days prior to this, and this is the one that everyone went crazy over, because that was our first real glimpse of what the tower was really going to look like, and it held true to the concept art in real life. It looked exactly like that, and I'm not going to lie, it was actually really cool. I really enjoyed that one. The Hollywood Toy Hotel was actually really, really good. And the one after that was the Swedish Chef. So the Swedish Chef came on through. We saw him on the TV screen. We didn't actually see him on the Tower of Terror itself, but they turned the Tower of Terror into a gingerbread man. That had to be probably my favorite one. The Swedish Chef thing at the beginning was hilarious. I loved it. And then they turned it into a gingerbread house, and they added all the gumdrops and the candies and everything on it. And it looks really, really cool. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. And, of course, the final one that we saw was the Frozen section. And that song that played during that Frozen segment with Olaf, I believe, is the new song from the new Frozen short that's playing before Coco, Olaf's Frozen Adventure. And as you can probably gather if you follow me on Twitter, when I was trying to upload these things individually to my YouTube channel, I had quite a few issues with that one in particular, because the music was copyrighted and the video that was playing beforehand with Olaf was copyrighted, so I had to cut that video short. But anyways, I really enjoyed the experience overall. It's definitely not the Osborne Family Lights, and you can't compare it to the Osborne Lights. Just completely take those lights out of your head. If you start comparing this to the Osborne Lights, then you're gonna hate it. it's definitely not supposed to be the Osborne lights. And I mean, Disney's trying to do something different. Last year they premiered Jingle Bell Jingle Bam on the Chinese theater, and that was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. I personally, I didn't enjoy that too much because first of all, I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here. Jingle Bell Jingle Bam, they emphasized the bam part, and there was only a couple minutes worth of bam in that 10-minute show. So this year, supposedly, after the media preview that they had yesterday, there's more bam to the show, definitely more pyro. So I'm definitely looking forward to going back and seeing that one in person. But going back to Sunset Season's Greetings, it's definitely something fun to do for the family. It's something definitely cool to do. You can hang out on Sunset Boulevard for about 30 minutes and you can see all the different projections that they have going on. Now, I'm not entirely sure when they are going to start this time-wise, as far as what time of night it's going to be. The first official night for this is going to be November 9th, this coming Thursday. So by the time you're watching this video, it'll have already started. So the whole thing takes about less than 30 minutes to go through all 4 of the different segments. And I'm not sure if they're going to add more segments. To me, I feel like there could be more, only because, you know, like I said, it takes less than 30 minutes to see them all. Maybe it was designed that way. Maybe it's not supposed to be an Osborne Family Lights experience where you can stay on Sunset Boulevard for hours upon hours and hear completely different things throughout the few hours that you're there. It was very nice. The lights going all down Sunset Boulevard with the stars and the trees and even some lights in the bushes, those all worked really well. I really like the synchronization of those lights that they had. And the snow made it all the better. So I'm very much excited to see how this goes on the very first opening night and hear the guest reactions to it. Now, speaking of reactions, I have heard mixed reviews on this. Me personally, I really enjoyed it. I know a few other people who really enjoyed it, but I also know a few people who actually really, really hate it. So, is it going to draw crowds? No, it's not supposed to be a huge draw for the park. That's not supposed to be its main draw for this holiday season. Which, I mean, the holiday lights that they have in Hollywood Studios this year, and the holiday decorations in general, are absolutely fantastic. I love all the holiday decorations. There seems to be a lot more holiday decorations at Hollywood Studios from just the small part of the park that I went to that night, and there was a lot of decorations there, and it was really, really nice. So I'm definitely looking forward to going back during the day and exploring more and seeing what other Christmas decorations they have there in the park. But it's overall, it's a very solid addition to the park. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of coverage that I had showing you guys the different projections that were on the Tower of Terror for the Sunset Season's Greetings. So with that, I am off, and I will see you guys in the next video.